Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Healing from Within with me, your host, Keryn Rose. Today I'm going to talk forgiveness. It's a subject that I've not been guided to play with for a little while, and yet it's been in my thought process. Forgiveness is something that in the world that I grew up in it was heavy stuff. It was very much contained in a religious bubble. I grew up believing I had to be forgiven, otherwise I wouldn't get to heaven. And look, I acknowledge, and sometimes it's with a smile on my dial, and sometimes it's with a bit of a heavy heart. The world that I grew up in was so black and white, right, wrong, good, evil, sin, no sin. And yet the idea of forgiveness, oh my goodness, there's so much freedom built into it. And look, I've got to fess up. It has to start with you, the individual. It has to start with me. Any type of wrong that I, for many years, have held on to, that somebody did something to me and they've got to apologize. No. Life happens. And over the past 60 odd years, I had my response to what had happened. But it's all mine. And this idea of forgiveness is one that frees me from those connections to what's gone on. And look, I've got to fess up, it is so freeing. Many, many years ago, I came across a forgiveness decree that's been written by a beautiful lady called Diana Cooper. She's been working in the field of angels and communication with angels for many, 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 many years. And this is absolutely her work. But I feel the need to share it because it is such a powerful, look, I now call it a prayer. Diana Cooper, referred to it as a forgiveness decree, and it's a very powerful word, decree. I love the energy of the word prayer. And I will attach a PDF of this forgiveness decree, come forgiveness prayer, to the show notes. But what I love about the forgiveness decree, as Diana calls it, is its ability to acknowledge my existence in all dimensions, in all levels of time. It has me forgiving anyone that may have done something to me from my perspective. It has me asking forgiveness, and it asks me forgiving myself. And this is how it goes. I forgive anyone who has ever hurt me or harmed me, consciously or unconsciously, in this lifetime or any other. In this universe, dimension, plane, level of existence, or any other, I offer them grace. I ask for forgiveness for anything I have ever done to hurt or harm another, consciously or unconsciously, in this lifetime or any other, in this universe, dimension, plane, level of existence, or any other. I ask for grace. I forgive myself for anything I have ever done to hurt or harm another, consciously or unconsciously, in this lifetime or any other, in this universe, dimension, plane, level of existence, or any other. I accept grace. I am free. All chains and restrictions fall from me. I stand in my power as a master. True forgiveness is a willingness to change your mind about yourself. Now, I've said that decree, I've said that prayer so many times that yes, it's in my memory banks and I love it. It's part of my energetic toolkit. The power of that decree is acknowledging anything that I have done to somebody and anything that they may have done to me, in air quotes. This is my perception. And this is how we see the world. I'm simply saying, I'm asking for grace. I'm offering them grace. I'm asking for grace. I'm accepting grace. At a time when my daughter and I weren't talking and I really simply wasn't part of her world, it was something I knew that I could say out loud, knowing the energy of that prayer was going to her and it was going into her heart space. I am her mother. We have this divine connection. So irrespective of how she was seeing her world, I was sending her love. It is such a powerful thing. Now I can sit here with a smile on my face. Yes, I actually now have re-established. Is it a re-establish or is it a reconnection? Whatever was going on between her and I has lessened so much. And I give a lot of credence to the fact that I acknowledged that we had a connection and I was comfortable in my space and I wanted her to know that I loved her. I invite anybody that is listening to this that feels they are carrying a burden, they are carrying a burden of maybe something that they have done and they're not comfortable with it anymore, or the perception that someone has done something to them. The energy of this prayer it's divine. What can I say? It's just so precious. So for those of you that want to add this to your toolkit, and if you want to be a little bit skeptical, what have you got to lose to say it out loud? Now, when I first started saying this decree, I could not get through it without bursting into tears. Such was the energy of my realization that I needed to forgive myself at some level. It probably took me about 3 months to be able to say the prayer without tearing up. It's something I continue to say because I wish to be able to clear myself of any type of ill will between me and anybody on any level, any time, any dimension. We are multi-dimensional creations. So I will attach my version of this wonderful decree into the show notes. Invite you to give it a go. And I'd love to hear how you go on your little adventure with this idea of forgiveness starts with you. And after all, you are the most important person in your life. So as I love to say, until we meet again.
May your day be full of the magic that is you, wherever you may be. Everything in this world is energy, and that includes you. Remember, you are the most important person in your world, and you came into this life with all the tools you will ever need to support your healing from within. Let the healing begin.